Predictions for the year. So I've got Scotland to win Six Nations, Georgia to win the Rugby Europe Championship. I think their platform at the moment is so good. They're pushing forward with Richard Cockrell in charge. New Zealand to win the Rugby Championship. Scott Razor, what a coach. Leinster to fail to make the Champions Cup final, specifically Leinster to fail. I'm going to say this is a bold one, but as a Fiji fan, Fiji to beat New Zealand in San Diego. Japan to beat England in the Autumn Nations Series. Ireland to remain winless in South Africa. I think with that series coming up, it's conditions. I just can't see them doing it.
Okay.
I've got then Sharks to win the Challenge Cup, the Bulls to win the Champions Cup, Bath to win the English Premiership, the Fijian Drua to win the Super Rugby, Portugal to put on a good performance.
Hold on, the Fijian Drua?
Yeah, I'm going for it. I think they've got a platform now. Well, Portugal to do well against the Bogs in Bloemfontein. They're going to have a lot of Portuguese support there. I don't think they'll win it, but I think they'll put on a good show, and that's what that game's all about. I think Wales to lose to Italy, England women to win the Women's Six Nations. I think the Springboks are going to win both their tests against the All Blacks though, because they're both in South Africa. And I think Australia are going to lose all their rugby championship tests. You got next?
Australia, every single one?
I don't think they're going to win a game in the rugby championship.
I think I'll beat them. Disagree with that personally, but I'll move on to mine. We've got, first up, Scotland will win the Six Nations. They'll not win it by a Grand Slam, but they will win it, in my opinion, because I feel like they're the most settled side. Emmanuel Ferrer-Bosso will score 2 on his England debut this weekend. Van der Merwe will be the Six Nations top try scorer. England, the Red Roses, England will win the Women's Six Nations. New Zealand will win the Rugby Championship. Will Jordan will be top scorer of that competition. Glasgow will win the URC.
Wow, that is a massive call.
No, I went for it with that one. I feel like other sides will have big priorities. Benetton will reach the URC semi-final. Toulouse will win the European Cup. Northampton will win the English Premiership. Really fancy Northampton this year. Cracking to watch, really hard. And you will see a Finn Smith kicking masterclass in the final at Twickenham. Bordeaux Begla will win the top 14, currently sitting second in that division, but I think I've really liked the look of them against Saracens. I feel like they could go all the way. Ulster will win the Challenge Cup. The Chiefs will win the Super Rugby. Love a bit of Damien McKenzie, me. The Slug will catch up to Johnny May. Yeah, just so for like a little bit of context on the whole Slug thing. There's like this sort of how do you describe it? Sort of
philosophical question.
Hypothetical philosophical question. Where you can either take a basic salary or minimum wage job, or you can have £1 million a year, but you have to have a slug chasing you at every single time. So you can't kill it. You just
All I'm saying.
So this obviously came through with Johnny May in the Good, the Bad, and the Rugby podcast. Great podcast, by the way. Shout out Haskell.
Just move to like Australia.
Yeah, but would you do? Just to touch on that, what would you choose there?
I'm taking $1 million.
Taking $1 million. Yeah.
Listen. I'm just going to move to Australia. Make sure I can track it. Sort of try and find systems to track the slug that's always going to be following me. Move to Australia, and and just spend my life travelling.
Okay.
See the world.
Fair enough. But you'd always be like sort of looking over your shoulder, would you not?
You got a lot of time to act.
Yeah. I know I overthink things, so I don't think. But actually,
I overthink things, but I still think I can.
You probably would, wouldn't you? $1 million. That's quite a lot, to be fair. I think if it was anything less than that, I would maybe reconsider. And then finally, Italy to beat England in the first game of the Six Nations.
I think there's some bold predictions. I think that a good chances.